Undocumented immigrants are much less likely to have committed crimes than American citizens.
I'm about to show you guys a clip of The View, and you guys are not going to believe this one. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get right to it.
The immigration system is broken. Most Americans agree. They disagree on the solutions. I think we need to secure the border. We need to streamline the process so you can come here legally, and it's easier to do that. I think immigrants make our country better. But I agree that...
Is it easy to do?
No, we need to fix the system to make it much easier. It can take years to become a citizen. It's a very onerous process. But empathy can be a two-way street because, agreed, of course Selena Gomez has lived experience. She is going to feel something when she sees families potentially being separated. And on the other side, with Lake and Riley, I think the issue here is people are like, well, why aren't you mad when an American kills another American? Of course we are. Of course we're outraged, it's evil, and it's wrong. What makes this so heartbreaking for people is it was avoidable. The system failed Lake and Riley. That person should not have been here in the first place. They should have been deported because they are one of these violent offenders. And so a young woman, a young UGA student is not alive today because the system failed her. So be mad at both at once. That's something that's perfectly reasonable. But what I'm frustrated about with this conversation is anytime we talk about border security in America and immigration, we act like it's uniquely American, racist, and xenophobic. Every nation on earth deals with this issue. I sat with then Chancellor Angela Merkel when she was discussing how many Syrian migrants she could afford to bring into Germany safely and economically. This is how every country deals with it. Canada and the U.S. have the largest unguarded borders in the world. So we need to also be realistic. How do we talk about issues everyone faces, do it in a humane way, make the border secure, but also people who want to be here for the right reasons can get here?
It's not possible because cruelty is the point with him.
So guys, wait a minute, because it's been a long time since I reacted to a clip of The View. What do you mean, make it easier for people to get here? There's no such thing as easy. There's no such thing as you come here and you live a good life. You live a good life if you come here and you do it the right way. Pass the test, get a real passport or a citizenship or a visa, anything, come here and live a good life. Don't come here illegally, you know, because illegal is crime. Like, that's illegal. You know not to ride around drunk. That's illegal. You know not to go and unalive somebody. That's illegal, you know? So why are we making this such an argument for these people that want to come over here for a better life? I want to go to Germany, you know, I want to go to UK and no one else has a firearm, and I'll go over there and I just go run like a savage with a firearm. Like this doesn't make sense, you guys. And for you to sit here and act like this on this TV show, like you have this big open heart, like Selena Gomez did, is crazy. You don't sit there and act like you have this big open heart when all these illegals that you support need homes, and you're just sitting there, oh, this is so bad. You just feel so bad. Why don't you give them a place to stay? Why don't you aid in what is it? Aid and abet a criminal. Why aren't you doing that? You know, these people swear they risk their lives. That's why you don't sit there and listen to these celebrities and these artists, all these people sit there with all these millions and millions upon millions of dollars, sit there and lie like they really care about the problem that's at hand. The problem is a bunch of illegals are here, and the solution is get them gone, you know, because the American people need to be put first for once. You know, it's a huge mandate for change. Trump is in office, and that's what we're finally seeing, guys. Let's continue this video.
That seems to be what he's into. Like, let's show this happening. And when you keep showing pictures of immigrants being pushed out and maybe even pulled away from their children, the American people will have to look into themselves.
But 87% support deporting criminal undocumented migrants. If he
I don't know anybody in the world. I don't know anybody in the world who wants to keep the criminals. I don't know anybody.
That's what he should be focused.
So now Trump has a point. You don't know anyone in the world that wants to keep the criminals. Every illegal is a criminal. It's illegal to come here illegally. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. This is making me angry. It's late at night. I'm yelling in the house. It's been a long time since that I reacted to The View, and it makes me aggravated. So every illegal that comes here illegally is an illegal. It's illegal. Like, the word is in the proof is in the pudding, you know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if I'm showing too much emotion towards this, but The View, this is probably my last time for a minute reacting to this and showing you guys this. Let's keep going.
Can I say something? Because, you know, we keep on talking about criminals and immigrants being criminals, and I just want people to understand what the facts are and the stats are is that undocumented immigrants are much less likely to have committed crimes than American citizens. American citizens.
Wait a minute. We're going to go back on that. But Sonny Hostin, if anybody knows a criminal, it's you. Your husband is a criminal. You know, he broke the law. Illegal means broken the law, right? An illegal immigrant also means an illegal immigrant that broke the law. I don't know where we're getting all this stuff from, but let's go back on this because I have a huge point to prove on this one.
Are something because, you know, we keep on talking about criminals and immigrants being criminals. And I just want people to understand what the facts are and the stats are, is that undocumented immigrants are much less likely to have committed crimes than American citizens. American citizens commit more crimes than anyone who is undocumented. I also want to make the point that an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal because he or she is undocumented. That is a civil offense.
Wait a minute.
I also want to make the point that an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal because he or she is undocumented. That is a civil offense. So I also want to make the point that an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal because he or she is undocumented. That is a civil offense. So to call people illegals is, in and of itself, I think, xenophobic and racist. And I do.
So Sonny Hostin already tried to make the point that your husband is a criminal. So if anybody should know what a criminal is, it's you. You know, I find it hard to believe that you're a lawyer because you don't know how the law works. Illegal is illegal, right? You tried to say that illegals make up a small proportion of the crime that's done in the U.S. They make up roughly 3% of the population that's illegal. And you want to sit there and try to compare it to the illegal citizens that are here. How does that make sense? If we go over to the Mexico and we go commit a crime, of course we won't pop up on the stats because it's not that many of us. Yeah, it may be 11 million of us, 10 million of us that go there, but that still doesn't make up the stats for the actual citizens that live there. You know, I don't know if I broke that down, guys, but please let me know down in the comments because I try to explain that the best way I could as possible to make sense. Cancel the view, guys. Spam that in the comments. Let me know what you guys feel about this video. And Sonny Hostin, you are ignorant. Let me know what you guys think. We're out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.